Welcome to Las Vegas, where tonight emotions will be running high. Two arch rivals square off for the WCC championship. The Gales and Zags meet in the big game for the 7th time in 9 years, with a trip to the big dance on the line. Gonzaga and St. Mary's are next. It's a sports cliche, but when it's these two, it's the truth. They do not like each other one bit. Number 1 seed Gonzaga, number 2 seed St. Mary's for the title. Now, they had very different semifinals to reach the championship. It was a real battle for the Zags, but it was a blowout for the Gales. And from Las Vegas, we're set for the championship. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Dave O'Brien alongside the Hall of Famer Dickie V. Jeff Goodman joining us as well, Dick. Aside from the championship and all that implies, so much more on the line here tonight.
Well, you look at Gonzaga. I firmly believe they can put the knockout punch. If they win tonight, the committee has no doubt. Number 1 right there on the number 1 line. The bottom line is if they get beat, Oregon, who's going to be playing here this weekend, if they win the Pac-12, they can sneak into that line. On the other side, St. Mary's, playing for pride and passion. But I'll tell you this, and they want to win this championship. They've got 3 losses, 2 have been to Gonzaga. I'll tell you what, the Zags want to do it. Floyd Mayweather, they want to bam, 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 combination, knock out the committee. Say, man, it's over. Yep. We're number 1. Like this combo, bam, bam.
I like the combo. It's a very dangerous seat, I'll tell you that. These two combined 59 wins and only 4 losses all season long.
The other loss they suffered, they lost to Texas Arlington. St. Mary's last year, 29 wins, and they got a raw deal. They did not get in the tournament. This year, they're 28 wins, and I'll tell you this, they beat a good Dayton team at Dayton, a really good Nevada team, and this club belongs in the dance no matter what happens here today. Our guy Jeff Goodman told me before, he said, relax, Coach Bennett, you're in. He said, yeah, I wish it was that easy. 29 last year, we were out.
Well, we're expecting a dandy now as we give a look at the starting lineups, brought to you by Can-Am. And for St. Mary's, Landale had 22 last night. Both Nar and Rehan are point guards, getting about 6 assists a game. Karnowski is 7-1. The Zags have another 7-footer off the bench in the freshman Zach Collins.
Say what I love about Gonzaga, they're so versatile, so deep at the guard slot, got size, and they can beat you in a variety of ways. In fact, the first meeting when they beat St. Mary's, they used the 3-ball really well. The second meeting, they beat them with the inside play. Kardowski and Williams went 16 for 22 on the interior.
And St. Mary's will get their first crack at it. Looks like the basketball is inflated up to speed. It was not last night. It was reported that they started the game with a women's basketball. That was not correct. It was just an underinflated ball. They finally got a good one in there.
Patience is really what they're about. So effective when they execute. They executed last night against BYU.
Rehan on the drive. Fitzner knocks in that one from 3-point range.
He can shoot the 3 now. He's gotten better and better as the season's progressed. And they can defend. They're going inside. Power game.
Karnowski with a miss on an attempted lay-in. Rebound picked off.
They really have a style similar defensively. They emulate a little bit of Virginia. In fact, they're second in the nation in scoring defense. Number 1 is Virginia.
I'd say very close to Virginia. You and I have both seen the Cavaliers a lot. Williams with it. Shot clock down to 5. He goes airborne. No.
Try one thing. The Zags better lace them up tonight because they're going to have a real battle on their hands.
And Gonzaga won both of the regular season meetings as that one is flipped out of play. Mark Few in his 18th year for Gonzaga. In all time in this tournament, Dick, he is 33-4.
Incredible. He's won 4 in a row, going for his 5th consecutive tournament championship.
Yep, 13-game winning streak.
It's the 20th year in a row they've been in the finals.
Yep.
That's an incredible achievement.
13 straight in the WCC tournament. Williams-Goss with a spin in the lane, a short jumper. Oh, nice tip in by Williams. He got up there.
Jonathan Williams started off really fast. Remember this now. The Zags struggled last night. They had their players a lot of minutes where you looked at St. Mary's, they had guys rested.
Nar, very heady point guard, but he's denied. Williams-Goss got it from behind.
Yeah, Nar does a great job distributing the basketball. He and Rehan.
Perkins thought about the 3. Perkins will fire and drain it.
They got a deep backcourt, whether it's Perkins, Melson, and certainly Nigel Williams, Goss, they got some tough guards. And Jordan Matthews, don't forget him. He shot 4 for 6, shot the 3 really well in the first matchup. Tempo is a real key to this game. Tempo really important.
Landale going in strong. Great fake, but he misses the lay-in.
He missed the lay-in because I think the size of Karnowski played a vital role there. Karnowski with that big screen and roll, goes to the basket.
Matthews, little alley-oop there. Karnowski.
Take good shots. That's why they really are second in the nation field goal percentage to North Carolina.
He was not to be denied, but he missed another one. Slapped away. Williams hit the deck. It comes free to Williams-Goss. Great hustle there by the Zags, and a foul on the play. And right now the score 5-3. In a moment they are going to check the score to see if that last three-pointer was a 3 or a 2. Randy Bennett has been a head coach at St. Mary's since 2001.
16 years, man. He's so intense before the game.
Now, you and I were chatting with him in a little room off his office here at Orleans Arena. You talk about wound up and ready to go.
He really loves it there as well. I mean, not that he wouldn't entertain if a better offer came, something he could not say no to. I made him an offer. What's that movie? You make him an offer I can't refuse?
Yeah, you know, he told us that he thinks this is the best defensive team he's had at St. Mary's.
And he's had some really outstanding teams.
Near turnover, free to Fitzner. Back up top for Rehan.
They really take their time, patient, always looking for the high percentage shot, move the ball, try to lull you to sleep a little bit, take away the transition game.
5 to get off a shot. Landale seeking contact, and he lost it.
Great job of the double up on him.
Matthews to drive it. He's denied. Tied up on the play. That was Calvin Hermanson who shut him down. They'll keep it with the possession arrow on this end.
So Jordan Matthews, a big addition to this team. Came the way of California, was a scorer there at Cal. Really right now, got there, he's driving. Good call right there.
Yes.
Good call, good defensive play.
No foul.
Tell you, when they get transfers, you talk about all Marco Polos. Getting guys like Matthews and certainly getting Williams-Goss. I mean, those are major players.
Matthews with a jumper, short.
Here they go. Slow it down, control tempo, make them work defensively.
They were brilliant against BYU, particularly in the second half, Dick, last night. They shot 70%.
It was amazing. Played almost a perfect game.
It was surgical. Hermanson can't stick it.
That was the worst loss in David Rose's career down at BYU. Look at him run the court. They want to get up and down.
Williams at the steps.
He started like that last night. He was the one bright light they had early in the game. Physical athlete. They got some Zag fans that love this team. They travel all over to see them play.
That's a 9-0 run for the Zags. Off the fake, Nar wants to penetrate. Rehan, the transfer from Boston College. Karnowski denied him in the lane. Back up top to swing it. Nar can hit the 3. Wants the paint instead. That rolls off the iron.
What a tough start. Couldn't miss a shot last night. And I'm telling you this, OB, this team is a different team we're seeing today. Looking at certainly Gonzaga in terms of their energy and intensity. I never felt they were in trouble last night, even though it was a 5-point game with like 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, never felt they were going to lose it. Landale, yes, nice feathery touch from the 6'11 junior.
He can go inside, outside, only a junior. He's battling inside with Karnowski.
And a foul off the ball, 15:05 to go here in the first half. Now Williams, as you said, a lot of bounce in that step deck.
Oh, yeah, really. Right here, there's a nice pass inside. Look at Jonathan Williams. He can jump. Missouri transfer. Man, they got those transfers. The bench lifts, and look at them. They're jumping with joy. Man, nothing like championship week. It's awesome, baby, with a capital A.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by the all-new Alfa Romeo Giulia. Some cars take your breath away, only one gives it back.
A year ago, St. Mary's won 29 games and didn't get in the NCAA tournament. Randy Bennett said it was a complete embarrassment that they didn't get in. So you can't blame them right now for not breathing easy, despite the fact that they have 27 wins and a better resume. Dick, I know you said earlier you weren't sure if they're going to get in or not. Listen, Randy right now finally breathing easy after that win against BYU, that absolute dismantling of the Cougars last night.
Well, you know, Jeff, I screamed and yelled about it last year at Selection Sunday. You're never in until you're in when you're a mid-major, man. You never know what that committee's thinking. However, I agree with you. They certainly belong in. I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever. People around basketball know win or lose this game, they deserve to be in a tournament.
Now 28-3 and in the rankings in the top 25 all season. Really shouldn't be any doubt, should there?
No doubt whatsoever in my mind.
Williams on the back down. In close.
See, that's why they shoot second in the nation to UCLA in field goal percentage. Really so effective. Unbelievable. On the other side, you're looking, they're third in terms of rebounding margin when you look at St. Mary's to North Carolina, who's a dynamite rebounding team.
Well, look at this again, Dick. This is second night in a row the officials are concerned about the basketball. Vern Harris, David Hall, and Randy McCall. And it looked like Joe Rehan at St. Mary's was worried about whether it was properly inflated again. The second night in a row.
I think a lot of guys, one time something happens like that, they start thinking about it. It's a psychological problem.
That might be right.
One key, remember, everybody's sharing the same basketball.
Yeah. 7 to get up a shot. Landale had just picked up his first foul moments ago and batted away by Matthews. Slick feed and a whistle. Foul on the play. They'll get Hermanson.
Tell you one thing, they normally don't turn the ball over like that. When you think about St. Mary's, third in the nation in terms of assist to turnover ratio. And the other factor is they normally don't foul. They're second in the nation in foul situation, not fouling.
And they got Perkins with the body. So Perkins to shoot.
And to all the naysayers, man, Obi, I have people all over Twitter. They send me things here at Twitter/Dickie V about this team. They said they don't belong the #1 seed. They played such a soft schedule, talking about Gonzaga. I simply say to all of them, you can't be serious. This team is certainly legit. Just ask Arizona. Just ask Iowa State. Just ask Florida. Just ask St. Mary's. Come on now, be real. This team could go 31-1 in today's day and age. I don't care if you're playing against Obi, me, and we'll get Rosie O'Donnell, and we'll get Roseanne Barr, and we'll get someone like that in the lineup, and man, you beat us. It's still a great achievement.
Yeah, I get your point. Up top for Pino and off target with a long-range shot. He can hit that at 6'9".
Yeah, Pino, I met his dad before the game. Met him last year as well.
Collins. And a whistle with 13:51 left in the half.
Pino, really, his dad, so proud of his son. I tell you, Collins yesterday, he really sealed the deal with that three shot with 45 seconds to go in the game.
Williams will pick up his first foul for the Bulldogs.
Also remember this, free throw line. If our guy, Williams Goss, gets on a free throw line last night, he had 43 in a row before he missed. He ended up missing 2.
It hits 90%.
He's like 10th in the nation.
Rehan. Landale with a touch, averaging 17 and 9. A lot of contact there. He's bumped and fouled by Collins.
He did a nice job right there creating the contact against the young freshman. Zach told me before the game, man, such a thrill playing here at home. Played high school at Bishop Gorman here in Vegas. He's going to be special. We talked about that last night, Obi. This kid is headed for big-time stardom.
So it's Landale at the line, about 73%. Last night, 22 points and 10 rebounds against BYU.
We thought that was going to be a great game. I mean, they dominated them right out of the gate. And as you said earlier, shooting 70% in the second half. I mean, that's near perfection. And that's really what they're about. I talked to Mike Montgomery, former outstanding coach of Stanford and Cal. He's here doing some radio. And I talked to him before the game, and he said Randy Bennett's clubs, he watched them practice. They are so efficient in the way they execute. Everything is just down to every minute of practice.
Collins denied. Landale right in his face. And then the foul is committed by Gonzaga. So the freshman, a little bit frustrated perhaps after getting stuffed there, and he'll pick up his second foul.
You know, both clubs getting after it defensively. Gonna watch the ball entered inside. Go ahead and go high-low. And there's the timing. Good block right there.
So a 12-7 lead for Gonzaga.
Tempo right now. I like this tempo that they're playing.
Now with a misfire in tight.
Not scoring, though. Zach's really tightened up defensively from what we saw last night against Santa Clara, who really played them tough.
Williams-Goss, the All-America candidate. Karnowski, right where he likes it. Back out, long one coming, and that'll rattle in by Melson.
Melson with the big three on a little inside-outside action. They go interior to the big, wide, strong body Karnowski. They double up on him, and he finds the open man.
Karnowski was money in the semis, 19 points, 7 rebounds.
He was a difference maker. They didn't have that kind of size to deal with him. Herb Sender got to be very proud, though. His kids were gutty, and Brownridge was super at 32, kept him in the game.
He was brilliant. Landale again with a kick out. Nar, and the shot clock expires.
Nice job defensively. Gonzaga. Mark Few up there clapping. As you look at Randy Bennett, not happy with that possession.
It's fairly high for them. They've already turned it over 5 times.
That's so rare because they're really, that's one of their strengths, not turning the ball over. And that we got to give credit to the defense and the way they're playing as a unit, as a team. Gonzaga helping out, communicating.
Well, Gonzaga beat St. Mary's both times this season by 23 and by 10. Perkins with a catch, a shot. In and out. He got a good look.
Yeah, squared his body really well. Somebody got to step up and make some threes here. Wow,
boy, that's a tough shot by Emmett Nar, the junior, but he knocks it down. Got some great touch on that spin shot.
He had a nice game yesterday, a double-double. At 12 points and like 10 and 11 assists.
Tilly up high. Karnowski really wants the ball. Backing in again. Well, that's a sweet touch off the window.
He really has a nice touch. I was trying to guard him before the game. I was in the post.
You were?
Yeah, I said, come on, big fella, try to take me to the goal. He says, you're not serious.
He stole your line.
Oh, wow.
Hunter trying to make a fake. Too short.
Yeah, Hunter comes up empty there. Defense right up. See, they want to get that ball up the court quickly. I want to play at a faster pace. There's a ball line defense just like Virginia.
Nelson again. Too strong this time.
They didn't shoot the three well at all last night. Only made 3. Made 2 big ones, though. Zach Collins and also Williams-Goss made a big one.
Airborne again, Nar, but no.
They're not getting easy shots. They're being challenged on every shot, each possession. Oh, nice backdoor cut.
That's a beautiful play. Nelson with the stop.
Beautiful execution. This is our team. A little different than last night, no, Obi? A little different than last night.
I would say quite a bit. Look at the emotion and the passion tonight.
We didn't see that emotion last night, baby. You're seeing it tonight. They know they're playing their rival, and they know their rival wants them badly. Hey, look at this rivalry, man. One of the best on the West Coast.
You talk great rivalry in the West Coast Conference. Go back over the last 6 years, and the champion has either been St. Mary's, going back to 2010, Mickey McConnell there, or Gonzaga. And Gonzaga on a winning streak. They have won the WCC tournament 4 seasons in a row. Kyle Wilcher, the star, in 15 and 16.
Kyle Wilcher can shoot the ball. He's right now on the roster of the Houston Rockets, goes up and down to that development league, but boy, he can shoot the rock. Transfer from out of Kentucky. By the way, I'll see Kentucky this weekend. I'll be down there for the semis and the finals of the SEC.
You get around a little bit.
Well, I like to try, like Nashville, man. Got to go to the Grand Ole Opry, have a lot of fun there. Last year we went there. John Saunders, I know he's up in heaven, man, but he went with me to the Grand Ole Opry, and we had so much fun.
Now, 2 outstanding head coaches here, and used to going head-to-head in the biggest games on the West Coast.
They got to start now making some shots. They got to get some of those shots that went down for them yesterday. They're not going down here because they're being played tough. in the man-to-man defense. They got help. People really communicating. You can see by the floor. Look at the stance. Look at that defense. They're really fired up. It was sliding all over this gym before the game.
Hermanson's three, barely nicking the iron. Big scramble for the loose ball and taken away by the Zags. And that's an early trend. They are winning those plays, those 50-50s.
50-50s are going their way. And I'll tell you this, if the spread gets a little bit too big, they're going to have to play at a faster pace. And that's right in the hands of what Gonzaga wants.
Well, that's right. St. Mary's the most deliberate team in the country.
Second in the nation in terms of scoring defense.
Shot clock down to 10. Another tie up here with 8 seconds on the shot clock. And the possession arrow will take it the other way, so it will be St. Mary's ball.
St. Mary's normally makes some good threes. Right now, the defense, the perimeter defense on the three has been really outstanding by Gonzaga. Not getting many looks.
Now, granted, Gonzaga has spent time as the #1 team in the country. They've lost only one game all year. They've had a spectacular season. It's a different kind of opponent than BYU was. But St. Mary's was great moving the basketball last night. They 21 assists, just 7 turnovers. We're not seeing quite the same kind of performance yet. Lando getting inside for 2.
Nice little two-man game. You're right. They're one of the best in the nation, assist-to-turnover ratio. That's really one of their strengths. They're third in the country. And they showed that last night, not here this evening.
And last possession was outstanding, however. Karnowski directing traffic. Melson wants to drive it. And taken away by St. Mary's.
I see a little spurt coming out of St. Mary's. I see a little bit of a spurt happening here. He can really handle the ball. Has very cerebral, understands what's happening.
Yep, Rayhan, very tough kid. On the drive, off the window for 2.
He's from Boston College, you said earlier, transfer. Comes from San Diego, nice little drive. They picked it up the last 2 possessions.
Williams-Goss to back it away, the West Coast Conference Player of the Year. 16.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Give him another assist as Karnowski knocks it down.
Karnowski, nothing spectacular, just so skilled and fundamental. You're not going to see him high wire, running through the lane. He understands how to play.
Make shots, too, better than 60%.
And knows the game. He knows where open people are. Double him up, he finds the open man. Good passer, had a back problem last year, couldn't play.
Landale just lost it. Tried to stay in bounds, but he forgot the basketball. Williams-Goss quickly to the other end. You're absolutely right. He is the one guy who really wants to push the tempo.
He really does. I love him. I think he's a tremendous player. I was telling before the game, I said, unless you're going to be drafted in the first round, you should think about coming back to school, man. You develop a name that's so special that can really help you later on. He wants to be a broadcaster. Very articulate, really shrewd guy.
Rayhan short. On the run, Matthews. Talk about a quick step. A block on the play and a foul on Pino.
Pino with the foul. Double-digit lead right now. We'll be up 10, baby.
Well, in a moment, we'll be going to Joe Lunardi live in the Infinity Bracket Bunker. Stay tuned. 10. Joe Lunardi standing by as we give you a look at St. Mary's resume, coming in at 28-3. Wins over Nevada and Dayton as far as quality wins. Strength of schedule right now at 100. So those are the particulars. We go to Joe live in the Infinity Bracket Bunker. Joe, good evening to you. And we've been talking about it a little bit here. We talked about it with Randy Bennett earlier tonight in his office. Can you foresee any situation where St. Mary's does not go dancing?
Tell you one thing, Joe, I'm with you, but I like the eye test, especially with one eye. But I'll tell you this, if I'm Randy Bennett, I don't blame him being a little nervous. You know, we talk about their record consistent. They won 29 last year and lost 6. They lose today, they got 4 losses. They were not in the tournament last year, so that's why he's a little nervous. I agree with you. I hope that happens. Let me ask you this, shifting gears to the Big Ten. The Big Ten has 8 teams right now, Joe. 8 teams with a 10-8 record or better. They're going to get 8 in the tournament.
Joe, I know you'll be watching the rest of this one tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, great job from the Infinity Bunker here tonight. So 6:22 remaining.
I'll tell you what, man, you'd come down in Vegas, Joe. I'd love to see here. Dr. Lenardi, man, you hook up with Brent Musburger. You two guys could talk a lot of basketball. Brent will lay a little spreads on you, and you'll have a lot of fun.
All right. Landale, by the way, just picked up his second foul. So this is huge for St. Mary's. Their go-to guy in the lane, and he's going to have to sit here.
What's really tough for them right now is they're not executing anywhere near what they're capable of against this defense of Gonzaga.
Well, they've been down this road before this season. There's a reach and a foul.
Silly foul right there.
That's on Jordan Hunter.
Can't get away with that, Jordan. Not right there in front of the referee. As soon as you slap that hand down, the whistle's coming.
Gonzaga trying to win their 14th consecutive game in this tournament.
Mark Few's resume just blows you away. The only thing, and people always throw it up, the fact that he has not made it to the Final Four. Very difficult to get to that Final Four. Very difficult.
Another whistle here with 6:11 to go in the first half. And a man slow to get up. Collins now with 3. So 3 fouls on the talented freshman.
Got him for a little moving screen. See how he stepped out? Stepped out there. No doubt about it. Not allowed to move. Got to be stationary.
So he'll have to sit.
Make sure people stay. I'm going to give you my coach of the year, my player of the year, and my diaper dandy of the year in this game. I promise you.
Hermanson fires it up, and he's had a cold first half.
Shots are not even close, Obi. They shot 70% last night. Unbelievable. They got anything else in the tank? Right now, when you watch the pace of the game, the whole control of this game is certainly the Zags.
Williams trying to get closer. 10 on the shot clock. Lots of moves in there, but a misfire. So both sides have cooled off here suddenly. Hermanson will try again, and well short.
Tell you one thing, he shot the ball well in the pregame. He's normally a very good three-point shooter. Oh, what a screen right there. Screen and roll.
Karnowski around and out. There's a lid on both hoops at the moment in this championship game of the WCC. Nair, a determined drive, but an ugly shot. Back through the paint.
This game is absolutely crazy. I mean, yesterday they played so well. Can't miss a shot. It's a good BYU team. And here it's Struggle City to try and score.
Nair out of the double. Shot clock at 5. Nair's got to get it in the air on the line and turns it over.
What a defensive effort. What a defensive effort by the Zags. Let me tell you, my friends, this team is a legit contender to win it all. Jim Boeheim told me that's his favorite. He said, Gonzaga is my favorite to win. I mean, other than Syracuse. I want to make sure I say that because Obi went to Syracuse. Other than the Cuse, buddy.
St. Mary's 0 for their last 7.
0 for 7 to get your call, maybe to go down to the minor leagues. Yep. Baseball.
James Goss on the line, and he'll turn it over. Boy, it's been kind of sloppy both ways.
Yep.
25-13, low scoring first half. As mentioned, St. Mary's has been down this road before against the Zags this season. They only hit 40% of their shots in the 2 losses to Gonzaga.
People don't realize what a good defensive team they are. In fact, what about this? Second in the nation in terms of field goal percentage defensively. Nobody talks about that. Number one, Johnny Dawkins, and University of Central Florida with the 7-6 tackle for what great pass.
Over the top and the finish by Karnowski.
What a nice little play right there. Great look by Williams-Goss. Karnowski with the finish.
Maybe on his way to a double-double. Even off for 19 and 7 against Santa Clara. Rehan tried to bounce feed, gave it away again. Matthews nearly turned it over. Williams-Goss.
Trying to use his size right there on the inside. These next 3 minutes are big right here at St. Mary's. They're going to get a little spurt going, get a little life going into that locker room.
Well, it's night and day how fluid they were against BYU as opposed to tonight in the championship game.
It's amazing. I had so many people today send me on Twitter the fact that, hey, they're going down. They're going down to Zags. St. Mary's so good last night. Well, it's a different night.
5 to shoot it. Rehan with a fall away. Another one clanging away.
All right, Brick City, USA.
Matthews.
Oh, look at the execution.
That's
look
more
at the
like
execution. That's why they were undefeated 29-0 before they got beat.
No,
they got upset.
A 10-0 run, Dick.
Playing really well. Really playing well. And it's all starting with their defensive effort. People do not give them enough credit for how good they are as a defensive team.
Nair with a kick out off the fake Krebs. And that one will roll off the iron.
Complete domination right now, Dave.
Williams-Goss, great spin for 2.
Complete domination. Get a TO, baby. Randy Bennett with a TO. He's going to be disappointed. They are really taking him to the shed, as Chris Fowler said, and giving him a whipping. And I don't think anybody anticipated this here because they have not really played well lately when you talk Gonzaga. Look at this, Karnowski with the layup. Nice pass to the inside. And look at this guy, player of the year, PTP. Williams-Goss, love his game, love his game.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
On ESPN,
Wow.
for the ACC tournament?
Hey, take a look right there. Wow. Pittsburgh beats Georgia Tech. NIT now for the Ramblin' Wreck. That loss is devastating. Clemson with a good win. North Carolina State looking for a coach now. Will Archie Miller get there? And Wake Forest, let me tell you this. They are good. John Collins is sensational. A lot of people don't know about him. And Danny Manning, the ex-superstar who 1988 electrified America, leading Danny and a miracle. And those kids from Kansas to the national title.
St. Mary's just trying to hit a shot, and finally that snaps it 0 for 10. The long shot by Hermanson.
They didn't even get going. He's a trifecta guy. He can shoot the 3. They got to try to get this to 10 or less here in the next 2 minutes.
Hermanson now 1 for 7, but an important 3 perhaps. Matthews to the paint and stripped and fouled on the play with 1:55 before halftime.
They're doing a great job attacking any kind of seam in the defense. They're attacking off the bounce, playing great 2-man play, utilizing post players on the inside. Gonzaga, man, they are not going to be an easy out for anyone. Trust me. Everybody talks about, who do they play? They play nobody. I don't buy that nonsense. Arizona's somebody. Florida's somebody. Iowa State's somebody. This guy can coach, and he's got talent. And when you got talent plus coaching, it usually equals success.
And a terrific fan base. And they travel, too.
Oh, yeah, they're all over the lobbies, man. I saw boys down in shirts.
Nair picked up the foul, by the way. That'll be number 1 on the junior for St. Mary's. Back to retrieve it there. A save right in midcourt by Nair. Or if you thought it was. Shot clock at 11. We've already had a shot clock violation. Landale back in, playing with a couple fouls, but they need him in there, Dick, and a miss.
He's got to play. Can't sit him on the man pine.
Rehan, no.
There's a different step to the bounce when you watch Zags than what we saw last night.
And another rather silly foul. Pinot, the 6'9" senior, with his second.
Pino's dad in the house today from out of Australia. The guy responsible for recording with all these players coming here from Australia, Gary Clark on the staff, does a tremendous job.
7 of them.
Yeah, they've got a bunch.
Williams Goss from Oregon.
Over the years, Patty Mills doing a nice job now with the Spurs. Spurs scout in the house, George Felton, former college coach, spoke to me before the game.
What a great stroke Williams Goss has at the line.
Dellavedova, another former player here, got injured playing with Milwaukee.
That Aussie pipeline has been really good to St. Mary's. They need it to be better tonight with a minute to go before the break.
Yeah, they need to make some shots. Gonzaga has an answer for that.
Landale. Hermanson again. And a foul on the play as he was shooting the 3, so he'll be to the line for 3.
Yeah, not a good play right there defensively.
Nelson with the foul.
Yeah, Nelson normally a very good defensive player.
So it'll be Hermanson, a good foul shooter, around 80% at the line to shoot 3. And our next NBA Wednesday doubleheader starts tomorrow. A battle between the Pistons and Pacers at 8 o'clock. After that, the Celtics continue their West Coast road trip against the Warriors.
Tell you one thing. I hear about the Warriors. I saw something today. I could not believe it. Hanzo Ball's dad said, my son is better right now than Stephen Curry.
Saw that.
Can't be serious. Cannot be serious. I mean, why put that kind of pressure on your son? Why do that to him when he's going to go to the NBA next year?
Well, what do you think he did it for? What's the reasoning behind that?
Well, PR, wants to see the name in the headlines. No logical statement that could be. Now, the kid is very good. Eventually will be very... Now, if he would say, you know, eventually my son will probably be better, you know, people might say, okay, but saying he's better right now, why put that kind of pressure on the young guy?
The fact of the matter is he's not. Williams Goss, though.
And I agree with Charles Barkley, the round man of rebound. He was not happy about that comment. So, Charles, you were right again. Love the big fella.
Another basket by Williams Goss, who now has 10 along with 4 assists.
I am so disappointed. I'm telling you, Shelby. Last night, we had all the filler material. I ripped it up. I threw it out because I thought we were having a blowout. Yeah. I came here with you today, and I said, Obi, we're going to have a game that goes to the last possession.
You did.
And what do we have here? An 18-point difference. It's amazing. I know zilch about teams. I know zilch. I've been stealing money for 38 years. I'm stealing it now for Mickey Mouse, and I'm going to continue to steal it.
Nelson with a foul. I love your honesty, though.
Got to be honest about it. Didn't I tell you that before the game?
You did.
When it comes to the last possession?
I agreed with you, though, so I'm right with you.
I think most people did.
I'm in the same boat. It's called the Titanic. Stolen away by Williams Goss.
Wow. What a mismatch we are seeing.
To the lane. Makes it, and it'll go to the line, too.
What a mismatch we are seeing, man. And Eminem a big time. Oh, wow.
I'll tell you what, this is one of the classiest college basketball players I have seen all season long.
Oh, he's a great kid. He spoke to me before the game. I was guarding him before the game. There he is going to the goal. He said, can you send that picture to me? So my wife took his number and sent him the photo. Hey, it's a mismatch. This would be like me in a contest, the best-looking guy against The Rock. I'd have no chance, right? And that's what's happening right now.
That one comes free, picked up by Williams. Chance for a heave here. It's going to be way short.
Wow.
But Gonzaga hit plenty, and they have a huge lead at halftime. They're on their way, 39-18 against their arch rival.
And look at the jubilation of players, all giving high fives to each other, hugs, going to that locker room. So unselfish, so well coached. Got great fan base.
Well, that coach is Mark Few with Jeff.
Mark, you look like a completely different team tonight than you have the last 2 nights. Why?
Hey, man, we're playing with a purpose. Shots are going in, but we're together. We're connected on the defensive end. We've been in attack mode all night, and that's when we're at our best.
You said you wanted to see more intensity, a little more emotion out of your team. What do you think so far?
Hey, I mean, we're playing with an edge. We're playing with fire. That's who we are, and that's when we're really, really good. But we've only done it for 20 now. I mean, we got to do the same thing again for the next 20. This is a really good team we're playing.
Thanks, Mark. Ever the coach, got to do it for 20 more. But a terrific first 20. Gonzaga on top, 39-18 over St. Mary's. After the break, Adnan, Jay, and Seth coming your way for the Audi halftime report. And when we come back, we'll see if the Gales have a comeback left in them in a West Coast Conference championship game. From Las Vegas, look at this, 39-18 Gonzaga. Sharpest attack in the first half. St. Mary's certainly not. They're down by 21 as we get set for the second 20 minutes. We're in a bit of state of shock at this point.
Hey, where's my filler material? Is it still under the table? The stuff I threw out. Where? Hey, find me, stage manager. Come on, find me my filler material from yesterday. I can't believe this.
It's all
I'm
gone.
stunned.
So the question I have for you is, you're St. Mary's. Randy Bennett's taking his team into the locker room. How do you get back in? What's he telling his kids to get back into the game?
Well, you got to play the game in segments right now. You got to basically take each segment, 5-minute segment. Let's win that segment and go to the next. And you got to slowly hope you can knock that lead down. Now, they're a very good basketball team, capable of playing great basketball, but we have not seen it tonight. 81 yesterday, they give up 50, and they blow out BYU, who beats Gonzaga. And today, 18 at the half.
And, you know,
wow.
Really, Gonzaga's done it with superior defense.
Oh.
At times, very suffocating defense. 6 for 28 shooting by St. Mary's in the first half.
Well, people don't realize how good they are defensively. I was talking to Mike Montgomery, the former Stanford coach, at halftime, and they do a great job. Their field goal percentage defensively is one of the best in America. But people think about them offensively. And I'm going to tell you this, man. When you talk about this team, the key to the engine that makes it go right there, number 5, Williams-Goss.
Look at this 52% shooting in the first half for the Zags. 9 of 11 at the foul line. 7 steals. And they have turned St. Mary's over 10 times.
Beat them 2 times with interior scoring between Karnowski and Williams. Beat them with the 3-ball in one game. And today they're beating them with incredible defense as a team and as a unit.
Williams-Goss with 13 points, 4 assists, 3 steals in 17 minutes.
You know, they're going to really play a lot better here in the second half, St. Mary's, for other reasons. You don't want the committee to look at something like this and say, wow, maybe people are right about who do they really beat. Maybe they don't belong. Maybe a team in the Big Ten who's 10-8 deserves to get in ahead of them. Since Joe says only 7 in the Big Ten, they got 10 teams with 10-8 records. So again, it becomes really the second half a little important to them.
For more on St. Mary's, let's bring in Jeff.
I just spoke to Randy Bennett, and he said, you know, really they let their offense affect their defense, didn't get back in transition, missed some easy shots. He said really every phase of the game they didn't play well. The 10 turnovers really stuck out to him because that's what they average for a game.
Tell you, Jeff, you're 100% right. I mean, hey, Jeff, let me ask you this. The eye test. The committee sees this. If this continues in the second half, does that affect someone's thinking?
No, I don't think so. Listen, the bottom line is these guys have been paying attention to St. Mary's all year long, Dick. One game is not going to do it against a really good Gonzaga team.
I hope you're right, because they deserve to be in. I still have that little thing telling me 29 wins wasn't good enough last year. And I get a little worried here because there's nobody that would fight more for the mid-major. As I firmly believe many times we reward mediocrity over teams that are really good for the long term.
Jumper on the way here for Nahr, and he knocks it in.
Well, maybe that gives him a little life right there.
And Nahr, the junior.
Now you got to defend. You got to be able to defend. Karnowski, big, strong, so always looking to find the open man.
Tough to move, and although he misfired, he'll be at the line in the opening seconds of the second half here in Vegas. And the foul will go on Landale, so that's 3 on Jock Landale, the St. Mary's star.
He's got to stay in the game. You can't take him out.
Karnowski scuffles at the line, but drops in the first one.
Got to give him a lot of credit. Coming back from a serious back problem, couldn't play last year. They lost some key players last year, too. When you think about Wiltshire, and you certainly think about Sabonis.
40-21 Gonzaga in the championship game of the WCC tournament. Landale with another touch. 13 to get up a shot. To the lane. Tried to hook it up there.
Size really bothered him. Karnowski's size really took away his angle, took away his ability to get a good look at the goal.
Jordan Matthews here, 40% beyond that three-point line. Takes more three-pointers than any of the Bulldogs.
Got two Pac-12 guys in that backcourt. Certainly Williams-Goss and Matthews.
Gets himself a clean look, but that didn't touch anything, and out it goes.
He said, hope they didn't see that. Hope they didn't see that, because I'm player of the year in the conference. Nobody saw that, did they? Wow. Air ball.
Tell you what.
Air ball. Looked like one of my jump shots.
He was awfully confident with the three-pointer that he hit when the game got real close last night in the final moments against Santa Clara.
45 seconds to go. He drained the big one.
Here he comes again, the junior from Happy Valley, Oregon. A little leaner and denied in the lane. Tight defense there by the Gales.
Yeah, did a great job. He actually nailed his with about 2 minutes left. It was Collins at 45 seconds.
Rayhan with a three.
See the three-ball coming a little live here for them. He played this game in segments. They like to get this if they can. The 10-point game with 10 minutes to go. You're not going to be able to trap and force turnovers and get layups out of Gonzaga. They have too many skilled perimeter players. They have to play good defense, stop them, and make sure you're efficient with each possession to try and get back.
Bernowski again, flipped it up and a miss.
He's fading away right there. A little desperate right now. Nice look. What a score the basket. What a great look.
Yep, goaltending on Williams.
Diagonal pass right across the lane. Now, this is the kind of club, the first couple minutes, that we saw last night in that game with BYU. That you saw.
Outstanding stop there by Rayhan. That's correct. And now on the other end, steadies and drops in three.
Wide open shot. See, now, if you're Mark Few, you want to make sure your kids play with the same intensity defensively. They don't get a little lackadaisical because of the big lead.
Bernowski really wants it. In close for two. That's pretty much unstoppable.
He's so effective down here with the drop stab. Knows how to get an open look.
Rayhan to the baseline. Nearly thrown away. It was tipped. Williams-Goss got a fingertip on it.
That's why it wasn't a backcourt violation.
Nar.
Gonna make the three.
Pinot. Not there.
Had the wide open look. Pinot, but could not knock it down. Shot selection. Second in America to UCLA, who's #1. Steve Alford's got to be in the running for Coach of the Year. Program last year struggled. They petitions, fire him, get rid of him. This year, look at him. It's a great player like Lonzo Ball, TJ Leaf, and away they go.
Williams with the foul, #2.
Got to consider certainly Mark Few as Coach of the Year. You got to consider Bill Self doing an incredible job. And what about Jay Wright down in Villanova? See, I think a lot of times guys that win big, people don't think it's, oh, they got talent.
Sure.
Oh, really? You got to have talent, and then you got to get that talent to blend and play together as a team.
Hunter to the other side of the iron. That's a pretty play.
Nice reverse layup. Uses the basket as a shield.
Jordan Hunter, another one out of Australia, a sophomore at 6'10".
I mean, it's the team we thought we were going to see in the first half.
It sure is. Opening minutes here in the second half. They wish they could rewind tonight. Nice pass, darted underneath for Williams. An impossible angle.
Yeah, really, he was trying a degree of difficulty, like in swimming or diving.
I'll tell you what, St. Mary's makes a three here. You're going to hear rumble go through the crowd. On the roll, Pinot gave it up and taken away by Williams-Goss.
Yeah, poor execution, trying a little two-man play.
Perkins sees the seam on the bounce.
What a great look. What a great Perkins. What a tremendous look inside.
And Williams knows what to do with it, 44-28.
Yeah, he was the beneficiary. What a turnaround, 4-point turnaround right there with that turnover.
Rayhan with a three, and around and out. Williams with another rebound, really attacking that glass.
Well, he did that big time at Missouri before transferring. Let him rebound it, shot blocking, scoring. Oh, nice steal right here.
Stolen away by Nar. He'll take it all the way for two.
Simple layup, looked like my layup right there.
So Nar now is 7. 14-point game. Matthews right back strong. He's denied. Bernowski with a nice save on the baseline.
Good second chance now. Great effort right there. Zag fans like it behind the bench.
Perkins off the screen. Williams open beyond the three, but he wants to get in close. Rolling inside. St. Mary's trying to peck away in a deep halftime deficit. Trying to make a comeback here. Nicely done. That's Nar again.
Nar, gonna force a timeout. Little Randy Bennett. He's got a little intensity in him right now. He's a little happy seeing the comeback.
So it was 21 at halftime. Now cut to 12 with 14 minutes to go.
Oh, they passed the eye test right there. Take a look right here. Now, nice pass. Perkins with the look inside. And there's Mr. Williams with Jam City. And then Mr. Nar with the reverse layup. Lays it on the glass. Don't go away. We can still have a game.
Back in Vegas, West Coast Conference Championship game, and Gonzaga has seen a 21-point lead cut a little bit down to 12 points. As we take a look at Bracket Buzz, brought to you by Cheez-It. Joe Lunardi, his picks out of the West. He's got Gonzaga as number 1 in the NCAA tournament. Oregon number 2. Arizona, UCLA is a 3. St. Mary's as a solid 6.
I think UCLA should be a 2. I really do. And I think after this tournament, they will be a 2. Got Kentucky number 2. They beat Kentucky head-to-head at Rupp. But Kentucky's got some other quality wins. The one over North Carolina is certainly big. In fact, beat them right here in Vegas in a shootout.
Look at the Gales now, second half, 6 out of 10. So they have picked it up considerably. Collins. Yes.
I love that kid. I love everything about him. Took him before the game. I mean, I really think this kid's got one incredible future. 7-footer, so mobile.
From Las Vegas.
He's got 3 fouls on him. Does he not, Obi?
He does. Here's Fitzner. Yeah, that's a three-pointer.
Yeah, raised to 3. 3 all of a sudden. They woke up here in the second half.
Well, they've got it down to 11. He has 6.
I said 10. 10-minute mark. They could do better than that.
So the Bulldogs turning to Williams-Goss, looking for a pass downstairs. Somehow got to Collins. He forced it up there. Big battle for the rebound. Williams went down on his back, and he's tied up on it. And St. Mary's has the possession arrow. 13-10 to go here in the second half. We will take the break. Coming up, Dickie V's National Awards when we come back.
Wow.
The 46-35 lead. Where's Warren Beatty when you need him? We need to make an announcement here. What do we got?
I got my envelopes right here, and I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm going to go right now with them. That wasn't Warren's fault, by the way.
I know.
Price Waterhouse guys, they screwed it up.
I know.
Hey, but I'll tell you this. My winners, here we are. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Hey, take a look right here. Player of the year, Frank Mason. Love what he's done. My diaper daddy, slight edge, and I mean slight, over Lonzo Ball. Coach of the year, what he's done with this team and program, unbelievable. You can talk about people, certainly Jay Wright, Bill Self, Steve Alford. They've all guys deserved to mention. Richard Pitino, great job down in Minnesota. I mean, there's my guys. Best conference, the ACC. They're going to have some great matchups in that conference.
Jeff Goodman, what do you think?
Dickie, what about Lonzo Ball? Come on.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball is terrific. He made my, hey, Lonzo Ball is terrific. But you got a guy, Jeff, and I can respect that. You got a guy that goes for 47 and like a game goes down the wire against North Carolina. A fresh 33 on 2 occasions, 30 and a half when they needed him. I think he's just been unbelievable as a scorer.
Williams sticking a 3. Just after St. Mary's had gotten inside 10.
Well, plus, you know the fact, I've seen Malik. I have not seen Lonzo in person, but I love Lonzo. There's no question he's terrific.
You know, the thing with Lonzo, Dick, is he completely transformed that program. 15 and 17 last year. He's a throwback. He just makes everybody better, just like a guy like John Stockton. He does it differently, but makes everybody on the floor better.
I agree with you on that. Everything you're saying is accurate, but I think Malik's pretty good, too. I mean, he's a great
More
scorer.
one-dimensional. More one-dimensional. Lonzo does everything. He scores, he passes, he rebounds his position. Malik Monk is a scorer.
That guy can play. Monk is a scorer, but he's also very athletic, very explosive, creates momentum with what he does. And we can battle it. It's like growing up.
Great.
Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle. Who do you like? I liked Willie. My buddies like Mickey. It's the way it goes. Oh, nice fake.
Terrific fake. Drops in 2.
Great move on the inside.
So it's a 10-point game.
Plus, you know, I'm a little smarter than you think, Jeff. I'm going to Kentucky for the SEC. I'm not going to UCLA.
By the way, Jonathan Williams now with 3 fouls, so another thing to keep an eye on as we move down the stretch here in the championship game. Tilly roaming to the goal. Landale right back in his face.
I said get it to 10. Get it to 10. There's ball going over to St. Mary's. They got life, man. They got life on that bench. No quitting these kids. And that's the reflection of their coach. They're a little concerned right now if you Gonzaga played that picture-perfect first half. But these guys, no quit in their game.
Landale.
Oh, great move. Up another. He made himself look like Bill Walton, the big redhead.
On the other end, that's right. Two-way player.
Wow. He's a mini Bill Walton. I mean, mini.
Well, the WCC championship looked like it might have been settled by halftime. But here comes St. Mary's. They couldn't buy a basket in the first half. In the second half, 69%.
They shot 70% yesterday in the second half. They're duplicating that against BYU. They're a different team because they're executing and they're making shots. When you make shots, it's certainly a big difference maker. You know, I've been thinking here what Jeff said. He made some great points about Lonzo. I love Lonzo. Can I do a revote? I'm not allowed to do a revote.
I think you're allowed if you want.
They're both
he
good.
Convinced you, though. He jumped right in and convinced you.
Yeah, the bottom line is they're both terrific players.
Landale on the low block. Karnowski right with him. The spin, the hook. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Where was that in the first half? I can't believe we're watching a different team. A different team. Execution, efficient. Look at this, single digits, my friend.
49-41.
I said to you when you asked what can they do, I said, you got to play it in segments, get it to 10. At the 10-minute mark, they're down to 8.
Whistle off the ball, 10:59 remaining. Landale's going to be a huge factor in this one way or another. Remember, he's playing in foul trouble.
Guys, look at a spin move in the lane. Fades away, which gives him a better look over the big guy. He's back next year, too. He'll be a terrific player. He's only a junior.
Hermanson just picked up the foul.
Take him right now. He's got 3 fouls. Small, cerebral. Got a mismatch because he has 3 fouls. Has to back away from the big guy.
Shemek Karnowski with another basket. Give him 13.
He really wants the ball here. He's taking one-on-one. Oh, what a nice pass.
Hermanson connects.
Hermanson cuts without the ball. A lost art. Kids out there move without the basketball. Toughest guy to play is a guy that's got motion. He's got him again, one-on-one with this.
Well, he may touch it every time because the man on his back has 3. Terrific block out of the sky there by Fitzner.
Fitzner did a great job with help defense. Oh, what a great fake.
Landale with a kick out. Rayon swings it. Fitzner with a jumper. Got it!
Oh, baby, we got a game. Call your fans up. Call your friends up. Call everybody. We got a heck of a game. These 2 quality teams. What a difference. First half, A+ Gonzaga. Second half, A+ St. Mary's.
51-46. On the spin, Williams-Goss draws the foul.
That's what you expect stars to do. Make big plays. Williams-Goss knew his team's in trouble, gets the ball, shows why he's player of the year, and goes to the line.
Jock Landale now with 4 fouls. Landale has picked up his 4th.
That is big. Major play. And remember, the guy going to the line shoots 91%. This Fitzner with the 3. At 43 in a row, a streak broken last night. Leading free throw shooter in America is a kid from Oklahoma State for 95%.
Landale going to the bench. And this is huge for St. Mary's. A giant loss in this comeback attempt.
Well, he'll sit, I don't know for how long. You got to think about getting him back. You can't let this lead.
His 15 points does Williams-Goss.
Oh.
Fumble nearly lost by Hunter. Shot clock down to 11.
They've lost their post presence now. They don't have any post presence.
Nard denied around the screen. Keeps on moving. Can't bank it in.
He jabbed, short armed that.
Williams-Goss almost lost it down the seat of his pants. He did give it away.
They got numbers.
Rahan around the 7-footer, got the block.
No chance for Kwiatkowski. No chance.
And a foul.
Great timing on that block shot by Kwiatkowski. The big guy was rumbling, and humbling and bumbling down the lane. Look at him right here. Oh, the big fella. The big wide body.
Nar with the foul, his second.
Almost had a charge on Nar to our camera guy. I was ready to give the charge signal.
9:08 remaining, and it's turned into a game. 53-46. If you're just joining us, Gonzaga was blowing St. Mary's out of the gym at halftime. They're up by 21.
39-18. It was a total mismatch. And now playing without their star. There's no doubt he's their post presence. Landale.
Matthews.
He's been quiet. He's really been quiet.
Kwiatkowski again with another touch. Not this time.
See, right now they can't get anything to the inside and give him some spacing because they have no post presence without Landale.
Nar can shoot the three. Fitzner can too, but he wants the paint. Kind of an awkward shot. Kwiatkowski tearing down another rebound.
He lost his balance on that shot, Dave. Lost his balance. Look, Kwiatkowski, he's like a leader out there. He's like a post quarterback where he passes the ball.
Out of the double, slicing in Melson. Yes!
Nice play. Came off the pass, though. He set that up. Kwiatkowski's presence on the floor created the opening in the gap, and they took advantage of it.
And now it's Gonzaga with the energy boost.
He's got to think about Landale.
Yeah, when does he bring him back in, the 6'11 junior, who is their heart and soul in the paint for St. Mary's. Nar had to adjust the shot, got it off for Hunter, missing the bunny again.
They're a different team. They're a different team without Landale. I don't think he can wait very long.
Well, Landale's looking at his coach. Bennett now takes him off the bench. He's about to bring him in the game.
Smart move. Has to do it.
With 4 fouls, he cannot wait any longer. Matthews. Intended for Kwiatkowski, and a foul on Jordan Hunter, the 6'10 sophomore.
Yeah, tried to step in the passing lane, made contact.
So 7:25 to go. Jacques Landale has to enter the fray here with 4 fouls. They need him desperately. Again in the first half, Jacques Landale was not the same guy he became in the second half.
No, he's certainly a different player. First half, he was struggle city on every attempt. Didn't seem to be aggressive. Second half, he was aggressive. Look at that. Great timing on a block shot. Now watch him inside. Great up and under move. That's a Seth Greenberg move. That's Fairleigh Dickinson. Oh, look at a little fadeaway. That's a Jason Williams down in the post. Admin, I'm trying to think of one for you, but I can't find one.
We'll keep working on it. I know he's got game. Just listen to him back in the studio. 7:25 to go.
He does a terrific job, man. The quarterback out there with those guys.
Landale back in the contest and playing with 4.
They got to come up with stops now. They got to go right at Landale. Don't they? 4 fouls, going to go right at him.
Williams-Goss. Airborne pass. Kwiatkowski with 14 to shoot.
See, Landale can't play him. Look at the size difference. Talk about size differential in here. Smart move, though, taking Landale off him.
55-46. The Gales with the ball. Maybe a big moment here. Landale almost gave it away. Here's Nar, 43% beyond the three-point line.
He does a great job breaking down defense.
He leans in. It's not there for him.
Matthews is due to make a shot, man. He's really struggled.
Drives it. Landale, terrific block there, and it's out of play off the Zags.
He did a great job defensively, even with the 4 fouls. Got to still play. There goes Matthews right challenging him. Look at this.
Wow.
4 fouls. He went right at him.
You don't see many guys play defense like that when they're saddled with 4 personals.
No, they usually back away. Give you the open lane to the goal.
Give him a lot of credit there. Let's see if Hermanson becomes the hot hand here down the stretch. And he's fouled on the play with 6:20 showing.
Nice drive right there by Hermanson. Good shooter. Good 3-point shooter.
It was 4 for 7 from three-point land in the semifinals. Hit 5 threes in the quarterfinals.
They made 24 in the first 2 games in this tournament. 24 threes.
So he gets 2 shots, about an 80% foul shooter. And after we finish up in Vegas, don't miss SportsCenter at night. John Butchergross and Kevin Connors. Everything from Champ Week, the NBA, spring training, the WBC, NFL news, and everything else. SportsCenter at night. And it's right after the championship. Landale again going to the bench, at least for a moment.
I'm going to rest him a little bit on defense, put him in on offense. Nice stroke right there by Hermanson.
So a 7-point game.
Playing the 2 big guys together now. Playing Collins and Karnowski. Tough for them to match up with those 2.
Karnowski coming away from the basket. He really does direct traffic, doesn't he, the big fella?
Yeah, he really is. He's like a quarterback on the floor. He's a point center. Oh, wide open.
The dish, Karnowski. Oh, what an adjustment. He made it, and he'll go to the line.
Showed some really agility right there.
Boy, did he.
Showed some terrific agility. He must jump a lot of rope. Big guy should jump rope. I tell you, this guy knows how to play basketball. There's the release, the great look to him, and makes the great move inside. Happy, gets the score, shows a little emotion.
3rd foul on Jordan Hunter. Playful shove there from Collins. And looking for a 3-point play and a big moment for Shemek Karnowski. But he can't connect. Collins, he beat everybody right back up and in.
Big time play. Hey, Jason Seth, this kid is going to be a star. He's got STAR all over him.
And is that the punch to the gut that the Gales cannot come back from? Rehan, he's denied, and no basket there. Foul way before the shot.
I'm going to tell you, I take a look at Landale. It's another reason why I've been saying all year, I think we got to go to 6 fouls. We got star players. They get fouls. The game, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Players are bigger, more mobile, more agile, and the court dimension has stayed the same. People come to games to see the Landales play. They don't come to see him on the bench because a striped shirt blows a whistle.
4 on Collins, by the way, as he hits the bench. Landale back in on the offensive end.
Should go to 6 fouls.
Oh, look at Karnowski from behind to poke that away. Williams-Goss in traffic. He made it. He'll be at the line.
What a tremendous play. Are you serious? Are you serious? Wow. You can see where he's a PTP. My, Williams-Goss. Oh, my, as Stickenberg would say.
This starts with the theft on the other end by the big guy. Watch this.
Watch this. It comes off the back. Deflection. And there's the finish, man. The player of the year in the conference. Superstar. They must eat their hearts out down there in Seattle at the University of Washington. He used to be one of ours. Why is he not playing for us? Why did he transfer? Why did he leave us? Oh, they must shed so many tears.
Gonzaga, 61-48.
Six.
All right, so if I were to say, just to counter that, play a little devil's advocate, we don't need more fouls. It's going to lengthen games. We want the games to move along.
You're right. Got to get to the airport.
I know you're never in a hurry to leave an arena. I know that's true.
I'll tell you this. In basketball, though, I hate seeing so many times games I'm doing where stars get 2 fouls so quickly and are on the sideline for the whole half.
No. Williams-Goss to the line for a 3-point play. The top scorer on one of the nation's most balanced scoring teams with 5 men averaging double figures. And makes it 62-48. So back to a comfort zone with a little more than 5 minutes to go here in the championship.
Come up with big plays. That's why they're sitting at 31-1.
Landale with a touch. Forced the pass. Williams-Goss with the pick.
Of course, it's Williams-Goss again. I mean, he left Washington. He was the one who's not sitting behind. A lot of times kids leave. They're all happy because they're not playing.
Karnowski, nice little flip over the shoulder there for Williams. And the cut. Melson, he'll draw the foul. He'll be at the line.
What a terrific look, Dave. Terrific look by Melson. Finding, again, moving without the ball. That's part of coaching. and teaching. Williams cutting without the basketball.
Dick, they're putting this game on ice, this title on the shelf with spectacular baskets here late, and another and one here. This time Silas Melson to the line.
Yeah, Melson cut really well without the ball. What they're doing is they answered the call. St. Mary's made a terrific run here in the second half. 21-point deficit, cut it to 5, and then all of a sudden, look at that pass. Williams right there catches him cutting down the lane. Nelson, that's just great team basketball, and that's being unselfish, and great teams are unselfish.
No, Gonzaga with only one loss all season, 31-1. Had a tougher than expected semifinal victory over Santa Clara. Had a 21-point lead in the championship. That was sliced down to 5, but now a 14-2 run.
I'll tell you one thing, some of the league conference power teams are not going to want to see St. Mary's next to their name. And the brackets come out. Can't wait for Sunday.
Gonzaga with a foul, 4:33 left as Rehan went in strong. And that foul will go against Josh Perkins of the Bulldogs.
You know, the one thing, if this stays the way it is, and Gonzaga leads and wins their 5th in a row in terms of winning this conference championship, the one thing that certainly, when you look at Randy Bennett, he can take those kids and talk about the first 10 minutes here of the second half. That's the team that I know. That's the team that I watched in the first half.
But for St. Mary's, so tough to play in the shadow of a dominant conference foe like Gonzaga. Gonzaga's beaten them twice, trying to make it 3 for 3. Fitzner slamming on the brakes. Nard to the paint, and a foul. And Williams Goss upset about that call, but he gets hit with a personal. 4:25 to go. St. Mary's with only 3 losses all season long, but 2 of those to the Bulldogs. Hermanson lifts. He sticks the 3.
He's got a nice stroke. He really does. Squares his body exceptionally well. I'm going to tell you, they're going to be a tough out for some teams. They really are. This team can play, St. Mary's. We didn't see the entire 40 minutes, the real St. Mary's team.
Perkins pass tipped out of play by St. Mary's.
You know, it'll be a lot of that's because of the play, of excellent play defensively in that first half by Gonzaga.
You make a great point, though, about Jock Landale, the 6'11 junior. They are a very different team when he's out of foul trouble.
Well, you take away post presence. He passes really well down in the interior. He can step out and make shots. He's a really solid, good collegiate.
James Goss backing in, and a foul on Rehan.
They want to put the ball in his hands. They want to get him on the free throw line because he's like automatic.
The Bulldogs of Gonzaga closing in on another championship. If they win this one tonight, that'll be 5 in a row in the WCC tournament, closing in on a title here in Las Vegas tonight. Once again, at times really putting on a show, Dickie B. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
So also did a great job defensively. Nice cut without the ball. Great look. And then the drive in the lane. Tremendous move. Likes to spin and turn to the left. He's a player, man. He's a keeper. He's a winner. Going to his left, right hand. Made big plays when they needed them.
And he'll be at the line here, 3:58 on the clock. Trying to add to his 18 points. He averages 16 a game.
So solid. Hey, can I get my guy Jeff Goodman on? Since you disagreed with me about the diaper dandy of the year. Is Jeff available? Jeff, are you available?
I'm ready. I'm ready. What do you got?
Right, let me go. Here we go. I gave you my diaper dandy. You disagreed, and I can respect that, but that's my feeling. Okay, number one. Number two, what about the coach of the year? I got Mr. Few for what he's achieved. Who do you have?
You know, I have Few at number 2, and you spoke about it earlier. I tend to go with the guy who's exceeded expectations, and for me, that's Chris Holtman of Butler. We didn't think they'd even be in the tournament this year, and they may be a number 4 seed. What he's done at Butler, to me, is exceptional. Not to discount anything Few has done, But I go with that guy that's just kind of done more than what I thought he would do.
Yeah, that's a tendency that we have, though, Jim. We don't want to reward guys. Oh, what a shut up the backboard. I agree with you. Holman's done a great job. We could pick a lot of guys like that. Josh Pastner. Nobody thought they'd win any games in the ACC. But what about guys like a Jay Wright? What about guys like a Bill Self? You talk about expectations. It's tough dealing with those expectations. Tough dealing with everybody's coming after you.
Absolutely, but they've got talent. We know kind of what they're going to do. They're almost a product of what they do and how well they do it. And again, I tend to reward those that maybe didn't have those expectations going in, and Holtman took over an unenviable situation, too, a few years ago when Brandon Miller up and left that Butler program.
He does, no doubt. You ain't going to get an argument from me about the job he's done. Now let's go to Player of the Year. I go for Frank Mason down there in Kansas. I think he's made so many big plays all year, close games, and I liked his ability both offensively and defensively. He can shoot the three, and he wants the ball late in the game.
You know what? We finally agree on one day. We agree. I'm not going to argue.
Wait. 1 for 3, you go to the Hall of Fame in baseball.
That's right.
1 for 3 is a Hall of Famer, man.
Well, here we are approaching the 2-minute mark, and Gonzaga on their way to another championship as their domination of the West Coast Conference under Mark Few looks like it's going to continue here tonight.
2 Elite Eights since they've been there. 2015, got beat by Duke. It was a tight game. Duke went on to win the championship with Okafor and Tyus Jones and Winslow.
What do you think? Does he have the team this year to go to the Final Four?
Yeah, he does. I think a lot depends on pairings, too, where you are. He'd like to play in Sacramento, he said, rather than Salt Lake City.
Yes.
In the first round. Told us that. 99 went to the Final Four. That's when he took over the following season. Don Munson moved on. He's never won less than 23 games.
And the first team to win 31 this year, and on the verge of number 32. So they'll go to the NCAA tournament with a record of 32-1.
32-1, unbelievable. And the one loss, they're up 20-4. And I told my wife, shut the TV off. Total mismatch, blowout city. I go to bed, wake up the next day, and BYU wins.
Perkins drains that one right in front of the shot clock buzzer to make it 71-53. And the celebration can get underway.
This game changed drastically when Landale got the 4th foul, and they had cut the deficit from 21 down to 5.
Krebs pulls up the dribble. Hermanson, he'll be back next year. He's a junior. Karnowski again playing really stifling defense.
He's been terrific. But the MVP of the tournament to me has to go to the Player of the Year. Has to go to him. There's no doubt about it.
Nigel Williams-Goss, a timeout by Mark Few.
They got those Zag fans, man. They love their Zags, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Hey, nice work tonight by Vern Harris, David Hall, and Randy McCall, the officials.
And Mark Few never gets old, man, winning a championship.
Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Jersey Mike's.
They give out that trophy. You play for that trophy. You play with a lot of pride, a lot of heart.
Boy, Karnowski had his fingerprints all over this championship, didn't he?
He really did. He was terrific. He's certainly a guy we could consider for MVP, but I got to believe it goes to the catalyst, the injury. Nigel.
Well, Mark Few able to get to his bench here and get some of the reserves, the kids who rarely see the court, get them in as Tilly knocks one in.
Tilly's going to be a very good player.
Kyle Clark with that basket, and now this jumper will rattle in.
You know, Tilly's a kid. His father is the coach of the French national team. They got a great chance this year, this team. This team is going to be a legit contender for a Final Four journey, and that would solidify eventually a call for the Hall of Fame for Mr. Few. That's the only thing missing on his resume.
Well, St. Mary's will drop to 28-4 on the season. Gonzaga will improve to 32-6.
It's over, baby.
And one, and this one is over, and Gonzaga has won the WCC Tournament Championship for a 5th consecutive year.
That's quite an achievement. Anytime you can dominate your conference, I don't care what conference it's in, when you're dominating, that starts with leadership, starts with fan support. The Zags have great fan support.
74-56 the final. The Bulldogs are the champs again. Sports Center is coming up next. For my partner, Dickie V, and for Jeff Goodman, I'm Dave O'Brien. We say goodnight from Las Vegas.